In this episode, we're going to talk about cleaning up and playing with audio. So you need to get some background noise out of it. You need to get some background noise into it. You need to make it sound like you're on a phone conversation. Whatever it is that you're working with within Movavi Video Suite, in this case version 20 or version 16 rather. This is what we're looking for. So I'm going to play a clip from a video trailer I put together. This is a fake parody trailer. I took the idea from The Purge, did a little parody of it, and you'll see in a moment where this is going. This was quite a bit of fun, stretched me in some new directions, and we'll talk about cleaning up audio and how I made this happen.
And then I kept their divorce tied up in court for years, and those schmucks had no idea. They're so stupid.
That's a good one, but if you think your clients are stupid, wait until you hear about mine. Wait, hang on. What?
Sir, don't forget the lawyer purchase.
Oh, crud, is that tonight?
Wait, you're not telling me you're still at work?
Yeah, no kidding, dude, I'm out of here.
We've known for 3 months that the lawyer purge was coming tonight. You should be home, locked up in your house. What the heck? Turn on the news. It's everywhere. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of a special purge. At the siren, all emergency services will be suspended for a period of 12 continuous hours for anyone with a valid bar card. Your country thanks you for your participation.
There was actually 2 cameras I used. Specifically, I used the iPhone 6 Plus, and I turned up and down the video quality on that and to do it. And then I used a GoPro in the footage. And so when you watch the actual video, which is in the link below this video, you'll see that I used 2 different cameras, one of which the GoPro was used to establish like a security camera feel. So here's the actual footage that I recorded, and the background's immaterial. You'll see that it was just me with a wall. I was actually standing in the edge of a bathroom, and the reason for that is all I wanted to do was have a silent place to record the audio. I needed that file, that audio file, and let's grab just a blank picture file here so that I can pull these out. There we go. All right, so we're going to put this file right here, and then I'm going to separate this audio. All I want's the audio, so we're going to focus on the audio in this file. I'm going to take and get rid of this. I'm going to separate this file, and this file. We're going to bring those over. So all you're going to see is a black background, and you're going to be focused on what I'm doing with the audio. Get rid of that one, and that one. And what's this here? Broadcast system. Excellent. So we're going to leave those alone for now. I'm going to come back over here. And then I kept their divorce. Okay, so this is a phone conversation. So this file is actually attached to a phone conversation. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over and add some effects here, audio effects. We're going to go from none, and we're going to say telephone. Now listen to this again.
And then I kept their divorce tied up in court for years, and those schmucks had no idea. They're so stupid.
Notice I turn it down just a little.
Wait. For your participation.
So you'll hear that, and then the next part of the conversation is later, just a hair later in the video.
Wait, you're not telling me you're still at work, dude. We've known for 3 months.
Now I cut and splice that up, but I'm going to do the same effect with it under audio effects and put it to telephone. It's really going to transform the sound of it, and I'm going to bring the sound down. I want it to sound like he's having a telephone conversation, and then I've got the lawyer scene. We'll see that in just a minute. And I actually spliced those 2 together, so that's how I got that audio effect. Matter of fact, I'm going to bring up my on-screen acting. If you've never seen my face, you'll actually see me doing a little on-screen acting here. And here I am being a jerk lawyer. That's a good one, but if you think your clients are stupid, wait until you hear about mine. Okay, so what I did with this was I just brought up the audio here and to about 200% as I recall. That's a good one, but if you think your clients are stupid, wait until you hear about mine. Wait, hang on. What? So at this point, there's actually another file, and I believe it's this one. And that's where the secretary, the executive assistant, steps in.
Sir, don't
Excellent. So we're going to take this track. We're going to just separate out that track, bring it over, and get rid of the actual video footage. I want you focused on the audio of it. So you'll hear this.
Sir, don't forget the lawyer purchase tonight.
Now, I did every voice in this video, and I had a lot of fun with it. I'll go back down to audio effects. We've selected that one, and I'm going to say high pitch.
Sir, don't forget the lawyer.
And so I came off as, hopefully, a halfway convincing young lady. It helps if I don't accidentally cut the video when I mean to cut the audio. All right. There we go. So listen to that again.
Sir, don't forget the lawyer purges tonight.
Hear about mine. Wait, hang on. What?
Sir, don't forget the lawyer purges tonight.
Oh, crud. Is that tonight? Okay, so what we've got there is, that's me splicing and adding in. I found some audio sounds, some free public domain audio sounds for intercoms, bells, sirens off the police cars. So you'll hear a lot of that in the actual video. I found them air raid, I found some tornado sirens, and then I found a graphic file for not only a motion picture file. That was a great place to stop right there on my look of panic. Yeah, but anyway, so I found that one. A lot of fun that I had with that. And you can actually move them around. I actually cut up some of the dialogue between the jerk lawyer on the phone and then the character I do on screen and spliced it back and forth. There were way too many dudes passing back and forth between the two of them. So I went ahead and cut out a couple of those and spliced the audio back together. And the whole time there was an undercurrent of piano music playing in the background. I'll go back where you can hear that at the beginning of the video. Listen closely. Now that was actually a separate track that ran down here, and that track, it provides the background, and then you'll start to hear the danger coming in. So we've established the comfort and whatever, and then we establish some foreboding. So that establishes that all is not well, and then we get introduced to the fact when we get the frame here that says lawyers are the problem, then we get introduced to the jerk lawyer immediately.
And then I kept their divorce tied up in court for years, and those schmucks had no idea.
So you can hear the fact that that's a telephone conversation. I love the way that paints it. Then we're going to go back further, and here's the track where we get introduced to the fact that this is an official event. This is your emergency broadcast system. Now, there's no real video, there's not much to see on the video sides, but I'm going to get rid of the video so we're just focused on the audio track. Now, on this track, I went to audio effects and I went into radio, and I believe I may have had to change the volume level.
This is your emergency broadcast.
Yeah, I had to turn that up. I got rid of some excess right there with some static. And you can go in, you got your track selected, and so then I'm going to go through and I'm going to get some noise removal, and that's right there. And then I'm going to turn the volume level up on this, so I'm going to bring it up to about 200, right at 200, and let's see what happens.
This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of a special purge. At the siren, all emergency services will be suspended for a period of 12 continuous hours for anyone with a valid bar card.
May have been higher on the original video. Let's give a listen here.
We've known for 3 months that the lawyer broadcast system announcing the commencement of a special purge.
One of the things that I did there, because there was a little bit of background noise, is when I added that air raid style, tornado siren in the background, it covered a multitude of sins there. And that actually allowed us to have that free, the movement forward. The piano music actually continues through the entire trailer to the end, which was a lot of fun to do. So that covers the basics of cutting and splicing the audio back and forth, which is the main thing that we were working on. We've done some cleanup. You can do quite a bit of noise removal. You can actually turn your noise removal way, way up. And if I recall, I think on this track, I think I may have actually applied quite a bit of it. Let's see what happens.
At the siren, all emergency services will be suspended for a period of 12 continuous hours for
anyone with a valid bar card. Your country thanks you for your participation. The telephone sound effect for that one as well.
Emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of a special
sounds a lot better. And as I recall, I actually used all emergency services. As I recall, I actually used the telephone effect on that, even though it was supposed to be a radio or a television broadcast. And so you can see what was done there with that, adding the individual sounds back and forth. There's wails of sirens in the background. There's all kinds of cool things that we can see with that. And let's go ahead and we'll save this project here. This is what we've saved it. I'm actually going to take you over to that file and let you take a look at that file a little bit here. Let's go to our recent open project. Here we go. Okay, we're going to start right here, and we're going to actually go through the entire trailer. And this is what it looks like on what I call the timeline. You got your video track and everything, and you can hear the different pieces as they go through. And you can hear the finished piece. Here's that piano all the way across the bottom. And you've got these various pieces, the emergency sounds, and you've got the individual picture files that I added. And if you notice, here's a blank one right here. And then it jumps over to the one that says America, and then it jumps over to a nation with too many lawyers. And then underneath it, we've got the audio track that has the blaring of like the tornado alarm, and then we've got the jerk lawyer dialogue, and then we've got my other jerk lawyer dialogue, and then we actually here have a intercom that I added to it. Lights are stupid. Wait until you hear about mine. Wait, hang on. So you hear that. That's a separate. That each of these are different tracks. You notice the piano music continues across it as a theme. Enter the secretary. What?
Sir, don't forget the lawyer purchase.
Oh crud! Is that tonight?
Wait, you're not telling me you're still...
Notice I took a dude out right there, edited that out. That ends up with two separate files right there and right there.
still at work?
Yeah, no kidding, dude. I'm out of here.
We've known for...
So here's a police siren.
known for 3 months that the lawyer purge was coming tonight. You should be home, locked up in your house. What the heck?
We're actually going to go back over to our recent project, and we'll head back to this file. But anyway, that's the basics of what I did with that. I pulled a lot of great footage. You can capture some of your own, and but definitely a lot of cleaning up and playing with audio that you can do. Like I said, there's several different sound effects in there that you can use, and a lot of fun that you can have with them. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Proudly sponsored by Precision Strike Humor.